older that you get, you wonder how people that's older than you got to where they are. And, you know, it's a lot of times that, even though at my age, you know, I have like a childish mentality. Like, you know, I think childish things. You know how when you like 17, 18 and you feel like you have the immortality, like you just like nothing can fade, nothing can stop me and shit like that. I mean, shit, I'm 40 something right now and I feel like I'm fucking 20. You know what I mean? But then there's certain things that I do and I said, I'm like, God damn, I am getting old. You know? And like I said, certain times I can be a kid and actually do kid shit, and then times I sit there and be like, nah, you know.
Just want to kick back.
Yeah,
go
you know.
home.
But I ain't figured it out yet. I figure probably about 47, 48, I'll probably figure it out. Now, I could be responsible as fuck. But it's certain things too that, since I got a combination of girls and boys, I want both of them to actually learn and know. You know what I mean? And they get to do video games and all that kind of shit, and tablets and iPads, iPods, and all that kind of shit. But I try to get them to realize there's more to it than just fucking with that TV, you know, or that iPad or that you know, that tablet or whatever the fuck it is. Like, I want them to enjoy certain things, but
how do you do that during COVID?
Like I told you, I'm trying to get all the outside equipment for the backyard and shit, which I put the trampoline up and they've been on that motherfucker.
Oh, I love it, huh?
Yeah.
That's dope.
And then I'm doing the swing set back there and all that kind of shit. So I'm making an environment to where they actually exercise and not knowing it.
Absolutely, that's how it should be.
You know?
Yeah.
And then they just they can run, tire themselves. It's amazing how they tire themselves out in the backyard.
Hell yeah. Get you some Karen. No gusta?
Nah, I ain't gonna bust a grape, man.
Bust a grape?
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna bust a grape. See, it's a lot of terms you probably ain't never heard, but...
Can you break it down for me? What's bust a grape mean?
I'm not gonna take action. I'm not gonna do anything. Like...
Why?
Huh?
Well, because you're just in a different mentality, yeah?
Yeah, I mean...
Going through the hold'em and stuff, that doesn't phase you anymore?
You can sit up there and you can waste your time and energy. You could do the numbers game. You can sit there and you can go out there and you could just play the field and be like, you can say something to every fucking woman that's out there, and then eventually somebody gonna give. It's a lot of motherfuckers out there hungry, thirsty. That's what my friend called it, thirsty. These bitches be thirsty.
So that's not like your lingo from your time? Because I've used that.
No? Probably interpretation of thirsty be like nympho. You know what nympho is?
Thirsty could apply to anything. Like, you thirsty, like you're too involved. You're too like...
No, well, I mean, these bitches be thirsty.
You're putting too much into it.
Like,
you're doing too much.
These bitches be wanting to fuck. They thirsty. That's what I'm talking
about.
That's
thirsty, yeah. It's the same thing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about, nympho. That's what a nympho is.
Yeah.
Like, I done ran across a bunch of those when I was younger.
Are you so thirsty right now? Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a problem. Shit, hell yeah.
But it applies to different things.
You said, hey, look, you told a French person, like, damn, you thirsty. And then he'll look at you and be like, what, you talking about water? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, you should do the DNA swab thing and see what you is fully.
No, because, I wanted to do that.
You ain't white and black. You white and black and something else.
Native.
And something else.
My grandpa's dad was full Cherokee. Besides that, I'm Irish, to be specific on my white side. But first of all, it's like $100. Secondly, I heard, allegedly, that it's only from a specific pool of, like, a consensus of that region or whatever the fuck. So every area, like, there's only...
You gotta put all your information down, and then they research it to separate, be like, oh, well, you're probably a part of
You're probably this. Yeah, but, like, the pool that they're saying that you're a part of, it's only so big, you know what I mean? Like, they haven't collected all of the data for that pool. So, like, I could come up as fucking Korean, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, oh, dope, cool, but I'm not gonna believe that. Like, maybe I am, maybe I'm not, but I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Science is
be honest with you, it's a lot of shit that they do out there to make money off of it. Just disconnect yourself from the fucking TV.
I don't ever watch the television.
So you be listening. Not even on your phone, you don't even do that either.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you don't need to look at all the shit on your phone and stuff like that, because
I don't watch TV at all. But yeah.
It's up to you to sit there and actually you know, opinionate yourself or give yourself those own opinions of what you think about shit and blah blah. And a lot of shit I think is false. Motherfuckers out here just make that green. Try not to watch the news, period.
No, you can because it's pandemonium all the time.
Because,
it's craziness.
You know what's crazy about it is that, like back when I was growing up, and bitches what I'm talking about, like the sensitivity and the disconnected and all that kind of shit is that it never was death show on TV. Like, you'd be fucked up to sit there and see the news show something about something that happened in Mexico and then they show a body covered up in the street. You know, real life shit. Now, that shit shown just like, so these children have no feelings. It's nothing there. They don't care. It's no consequence. They don't give a fuck about nothing.
That's interesting though, because like going into the psychology of like numbing kids, like you're introducing them to things.
The video games, the
violence.
Yeah, the Grand Theft Autos, how you gonna have a fucking game that never ends and all you do is killing people? Like
And on top of that, you're killing people and then you get killed.
Yeah.
And then you're there.
Come back. Yeah, like reincarnation.
What is that? Yeah, exactly. What is that saying to kids? What is that saying to a 7-year-old who doesn't have any interpretation?
It's no repercussions. Like it's nothing. You
of
can
death
just be like,
and
oh, fuck.
rebirth
Oh,
and all
I'll
that
be
shit.
back. Oh, don't worry.
On top of taking God out of the schools, like taking prayer out of the schools, that before I was even religious or whatever you want to say, I thought that was a bad move.
Oh,
because
yeah,
there was that structure there.
You know what was the worst move? When they took Palin out of school. You got a bunch of the population where they never had that structure in the school, and they never had that discipline, disciplinary action,
right.
And they never had it. So it was like, you better not hit my fucking kid. Well, okay, this is why your kids is out there fucking doing dope or drugs and shit like that, or why they committing suicide and all that kind of shit, because I was always taught, we say self-contempt is a bad thing. You know, you have to put that fear of God in your child. They need to respect you to the point to where it's like, hey, look, nah, I'm not fucking with that. You know, when you're 20 something, do whatever the fuck you want to. But as long as you're under my roof, you're not gonna touch none of that shit. And it got to the point to where you kind of chancing and shit like that. When you get to your teenage years and shit, you know, I mean, I was an athlete, so you know, once you start getting yoked up and shit like that, and you feel like that you're immortal, like, oh, fuck my parents, nigga, I go ahead, you know, I beat my parents. You get to that point, but you still respect them too, you know what I mean? You like, they said, all right, fuck it, I'm just go ahead and give up, you know, but now, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna stray away from, still doing my kids the same way. I just hate that since they took that out of school, what happened was they'd sit there and they'd call your parents would be like, hey, look, you know, this motherfucker got in trouble at school today, blah, blah. Well, you already knew you could get your ass whooped at home.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd be like, yeah, we're going to have to go ahead and go outside. And then you got to get your ass whooped at school.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and not only does it suck, you don't want the pain, but it's embarrassing. Yeah. That embarrassment does so much more than any physical pain could. Who wants to be embarrassed in front of people?
They whoop your ass at school, and then you sit to walk back in the classroom with tears running down your face.
And you look stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
Yo, I never even thought about it like that. And I just thought about, that's so true. Yeah. They need an embarrassment. Yeah. That social exploitation of, look, we're going to make an exhibit out of you because you're doing some dumb shit.
I had a teacher, man, she was a fucking bodybuilder. Yeah. Bitch, I mean, I ain't gonna say bitch. The woman was yoked. When I'm telling you yoked, fucking arms like cannons. And she said, and they had the paddles where they made them out of fiberglass, and they had fucking holes drilled to the end of it. So when they swung,
you had that air.
It took the air out of it. You know what I mean? So it was connected. And man, I had this friend. I kid you not. He used to always get paddles all the time. Bad motherfucker. Always bad. I was like, that's nigga's ass whooped. So that made her get that thought of like, I need to fix this somehow. She went out there and he had his pants kind of like, it wasn't sagging, just a little bit too big. But he thought he was smart. So he was like, oh, fuck it, I'll get a paddle today. And she went out there and she hit him once. and it said poof. And she was like, she pulled his pants back and looked, seen he had shorts on. She said, go take the shorts off. Made him go to the bathroom, take the goddamn shorts off. And he had to put his pants back on, so it was just nothing but pants and, oh man. When that nigga walked back in that bitch with tears, you know, that's when people
That's
just
what
sat
these
up
boys
there.
need.
And people was like, wow. Like, yeah, this need, I mean, for you to sit your head down the whole time in class, like, for the rest of the day.
I wonder where he's at in life right now.
I don't know, but I bet you they,
Hopefully not prison.
No. It's
Stand-up
very
person.
rare that kids that I grew up like got into that kind of trouble. I mean, our town wasn't that small, but it was small enough to where it's some of them that sat there and actually did decide they want to be drug dealers and shit and got shot and killed and all sort of kind of shit. But
There's always that
yeah, you know,
percentage of the population.
yeah. But it wasn't too many of them motherfuckers, man. I mean, a lot of them actually doing real well. And shit, it went on to college and all that kind of shit. So they put us on the right path.
Beat that ass early
Mhm.
on in life. You have to realize that there's consequences for your actions, because there's some point when that feeling of I'm invincible and I can do whatever I want, you have to realize that you can't really do that if you want to live a good, humble life. You want to have nice things. You want to have a roof over your head.
It's fucked up too. So a lot of kids now, you know, it's no fist fighting.
Yeah, they go straight to the weapon.
Yeah, they see the gun or knife because they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to fight.
crazy.
Yeah.
And that's nuts to me.
We used to sit there and actually be scared to walk through neighborhoods because motherfuckers would jump you. Like you have
literally
8
jump
to
you.
10 motherfuckers get on top of you and just be beating your ass. And then you do the same, you know what I mean? But you live to suddenly be like, all right, you know, but
And you
it
know
taught
how to
you
fight.
defense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit like
Boys
that.
don't know how to do that.
Fuck no. Like it was one Christmas we got boxing gloves, me and my brothers. We had 3 brothers. And we got boxing gloves and we was in the front yard boxing. And so these guys down in the corner, which is all the drug dealers and shit like that, and wine, we call them winos, because they sit down there and drink beer and wine all fucking day. They seen us. And they was like, hey, bring them down here. And so we took them down there, and the only way we was gonna get them back was fighting it back. We had to box all the niggas down on the corner. These 30-year-old men, like, we fucking 10 and 14 years old, or 15 or 16, we boxing these guys. And they was like, oh, you know, y'all little kids got heart, you know, stuff like that. But that's how we, you know, we didn't give a fuck. We was brothers and stuff. We hated each other's fucking guts, you know. We used to fight all the goddamn time.
That's how it is.
If our parents would leave and shit, we'd be like, fuck, we gotta deal with these niggas. Because I got 3 older brothers. And I was like, I gotta deal with these motherfuckers. And I knew I had to defend myself. So this is gonna be a long time till mom and them get back. You know, like, hurry up, get back from the store. So for 2 hours, it was like, you better walk on eggshells. Because
That's
the first
scary.
thing you fucking do, you know, they're gonna be like, I'm gonna beat you. I used to have to take it for so long until I got to where I was 20 years old. And I had moved to Texas. And my older brother was out there too. I was either 20 or 21, some shit like that. And I ended up cursing. Like I said, a curse word. And he was like, he got mad because I said it in front of my mom.
That respect.
Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention. He got mad. That motherfucker hauled off and hit me. And my brother was fucking, my brother like maybe 6 foot and he was probably like 225. And me, I was what, 5'10" maybe, and like 115 or no, not 115. I was like 150 something, maybe 160. Shit, I went toe to toe with that motherfucker. Like for a good 20 minutes, like we were just going at it. Like, fuck you, dude. You're not gonna do this shit to me anymore. And I had a lot of fights in my day, you know what I mean? But it was always the shit that I walked away from.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never scared to defend myself. I fight any goddamn body any day. You want to put hands on shit?
Well,
Like,
what
fuck
about
it.
this generation? Like, what is my son's generation going to be like? That's what's scary.
Well, I mean, it
Yeah,
don't
and
matter.
now we
Put
got to
like
worry
this,
about
if you
people
don't
shooting up
put like
schools
this,
because
if you don't have it on
they're
you,
cowards.
if you don't have it on you, I'm gonna fuck you up before you get it. Like, I'm not gonna give you the opportunity to walk back to your car and be like, oh, nigga, I'm gonna fuck you. No. you gonna be like, oh, okay. As soon as you turn around, I'm finna go chase your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass before you get to the car. And make you second think, like, all right, you can still go pull out your gun, wherever it is, but you'll probably be unconscious, and my ass probably be gone. Because we was taught to sit there and fight until you can't fight anymore. Like, till you just like.
I feel like that's been like, just
like,
a thing in humanity. You
you
know
beat
what I mean?
motherfuckers unconscious.
People are always fighting, but realistically, it's like our defense mechanism as animals. You know what I mean?
Straight away from like all the violence and shit. After I got shot.
You got shot?
Oh man, I got shot twice fucking with a female.
What? All right. You have to tell me the story.
No, I can't tell you.
No, you have to tell me. Hold on. We gotta get the charger. You got shot.
Yeah, I got shot twice.
I've always wondered what that would feel like.
Twice in one sitting. At one time. But what did it feel like? Shit, it don't feel like nothing.
Getting shot don't feel like nothing? What do you mean nothing? Like, what's nothing to you? Because nothing sounds fucking painful to me.
Well, it doesn't hurt like you think.
Interesting. What's that say?
I'm trying to think of how to explain it. It's a different kind of hurt.
The,
so you know how you sit there and you probably break a bone or something like that, and you be like, oh fuck, that hurt. You know, like that kind of. Well, okay. If you're okay, say for instance you got a hammer and nail and you fucking hit your thumb with that hammer, that kind of pain. It's not that kind of pain. It's not that kind of pain at all. When you get shot, it's just like instant, and it just shit just stopped working.
So describe shit just stopped working.
Okay, so I got shot right here in this part of my arm. Well, my arm was limp. It just stopped working. Like I couldn't move it. It was, I could move my fingers a little bit, but my arm stopped, and I got shot right up under here. And it ran across the back of my back and broke my shoulder blade and broke all these ribs right here. Yeah. So it's like this whole side was just limp. I drove myself to the hospital. I was like, fuck. Yeah. I was like, man, what the fuck going on? Well, I was fucking with a broad that I probably should have been fucking with. She said that was talking about she went with this dude. And it was a long story. She said that. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure it was that motherfucker. But, they couldn't prove it because none of this shit was found. Never found a gun and all this other kind of shit. It took out one bullet, but I still got another one in me. So, all this shit was just like, I was like, yeah, I said, I'm done. I said, I can't be fucking with these bitches like that no more. That motherfucker was trying to kill me. It wasn't just like, I'm gonna injure you shooting you. No, he was trying to kill me. He pointed a gun in my face.
That's fucked up.
I blocked it. That's how I got shot here and here. I blocked the gun. Like, motherfucker was like, and I did like this, and it was like two of them, and then he ran. And I was like, fuck. Damn. Because it was so loud that I heard the ringing in my ears. And then the other thing was like, my shit just dropped. And I was like, damn. And I tried to move my arm. I was like, I can't even move that motherfucker.
So you were like shocked, kind of, sort of? Ish? Would that be a good word to describe how you felt in that moment? Like, or your body was shocked?
My body was shocked. I was just realizing that, fuck, I almost got killed. Like.
What was that like?
I think about it a lot. Yeah.
But you were like inches from death.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah. I instantly sit up there and I second guess a lot of shit that I do now in life. Like I won't go certain places. I won't do shit. Like you lucky I even came with this neighbor's food. Like, cause I be looking and I be like, yeah, it ain't worth it. You think you value your life. I don't want to sit up there and do this shit. You know what I mean?
Cause in a split second it could all be gone.
It ends just like that.
And this is the last shit you're gonna do.
Yeah.
So if I had a crazy ass ex-boyfriend,
I'm finna fuck him up. He can bust through this door all he wants to, but I'm finna fuck him up. I'm going out fighting. That motherfucker come through right now. I'm finna fuck him up.
I'll help you.
What
I'll get my slows on. I'll fucking dig my heel into his skull.
No, you ain't gonna need that.
But just for a little additive, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, the biggest thing is, man, you know, they don't realize that having this weapon, you don't come back from all that shit. You don't come back from, you know, killing a person and shit like that. And then you're ruining more than one life. You ruining
their
you
family.
ruining their family,
children,
their life. You ruin your life.
Yeah.
You know, your children's life. You ruining so many fucking lives behind that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know what's gonna happen? If you do got kids, like, oh yeah, my dad in prison right now. He killed somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So now they think that they can go out and kill somebody.
Because that's what they look up to.
That, you know, that's
and
all
that's
they
how,
know.
That's the cycle of, that's how it happens. Because who do you have to look up to? Now their mom's a single mom,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And they don't have that male influence, especially if they're a boy. They don't have that male influence.
And that's why them moms out there on Tinder. Just tell you.
Because their husbands are in
They
prison.
thirsty. Like, shit, I can't get it from now. Now I'm gonna get out on Tinder. Y'all go find me some more meat. What are you on Tinder for?
You know what, honestly? I think that I just wanted attention. Because, like I said before, I don't. You know what I mean? Remember, I told you I was questioning. Like, I'm like, am I attractive? I don't know. You're like, honey, you're attractive, or whatever you said.
Yeah.
You're an attractive woman. People don't tell you that. They'll just look at you. They'll fuck with you a little bit. They'll say dumb shit, and then they go about their day. There's no like, I'm gonna invest time into you. I think you're attractive, so how are you doing today? Would you like to go out for a drink tonight? There's none of that shit.
So for whoever even watches this, the best advice I can give you, if you got mouth service, if you got lip game, that's the best shit you can use. If you could talk to a woman, you can talk to panties right out.
Y'all can't talk to a woman though, that's the issue. Y'all can't be like you said. People or men are afraid to tell a woman, you look really nice today, you look pretty today. They don't say those things.
Well, cause you know, women are too fucking emotional. Yo.
I'll be like, oh, thanks.
You could sit there and say you look nice today, and you're on your period. You be like, oh, this motherfucker must want some pussy. You know, y'all really do. You too fucking cuckoo.
I don't, especially in the workplace. Dude actually complimented how I smelled. He was like, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to be weird, and I hope you don't take it the wrong way. You smell really good. And I'm like, oh, dope, thanks.
You should have asked him, say, what, did I fart?
I wouldn't have said that.
So that's why I talk about, like, the courage. So me, I'm no filter. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can get a job any goddamn where. The work after the kids nowadays and stuff like that, and people, it's so fucked up. You can go work any goddamn where, anywhere you want to, whenever you want to. So I'm no filter. People said that when they see me for the first time, shit like that, I tell you how I feel right off the back. You know, I'll be like, God damn. You know, or I say this, and they'll be like, man, who in the fuck is this guy? Like, how did he got the balls to say this to me and blah, blah. And I'm like, what the fuck you gonna do to me?
Right.
Actually, what are you gonna do to me? And they'll be like, if you look at it, in a lot of facilities, stuff like that, yeah, you can get hit with sexual harassment, blah, blah. But you gotta understand that when you're at a certain level, it's almost like it elevates how that lawsuit would hit, you know. But like if you're in management, oh, you fucked up if you say something like that.
Oh yeah.
But if you like just regular coworkers and shit, well, that's a civil. You know what I mean? I'm saying you gotta go out of your way to sit there and go hire a fucking lawyer, which both of you motherfuckers broke. So you know what? Let my broke ass say something. Come on. When you go to fucking work and you dressing like a stripper, you asking for it.
Okay, all right. I don't want to say you're asking for it. Because
What do you mean? You get up like, girl, this look cute. Bitch, wear it at the club.
that don't mean you can touch me.
Really? Are you
For
serious?
real, you ain't touching me.
You might as well throw dollars at it.
You can look all you want. I don't care what a woman says. You dress a certain way because you want attention. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You asking for
There's
it.
been studies shown that women dress less clothing while they're ovulating. It's in our nature. We're attracting our mate. We're peacocking. So we're dressing with less clothes. We're dressing more provocative. We want the dick, so we're going to dress in a way that attracts the dick. Studies have been shown that that's what we do. So when you dress a certain way, we want attention. That's no brainer. But that doesn't mean that anybody can come up and touch us because we're animals, yet we have this sophisticated way with us.
Yeah, so what you
That we
what
can
you
be
trying
like-
to sit there and say is if this guy got the mentality of like a fucking a bulldog or a Rottweiler, you can't stop that. That's the mentality of a bulldog or a Rottweiler.
But
You
there's
just
supposed to be
you just
communication
happen to.
between both. Like, you know what I mean? There has to be the vibes. Like, if I'm sensing, like,
You mean to sit there and tell me if it was a
I'm throwing
loose
vibes at you?
dog walking out there in the street?
we ain't talking about no
And
dog.
I'm just saying, I'm just using those animals for example. You got a loose dog out there in the street, shit like that, and there's other one in the heat. You think she gonna be like, don't touch me? No, that dog gonna run up there and fuck that other dog.